Alright, this is a quick video for my friend on YouTube about virtual tracking and recording a live drum set in which they're having a small issue with the amount of mics taking up a ton of inputs on the Korg. So I'm kind of showing them how to go ahead and let the Korg use those inputs and what to do to kind of get around it with virtual tracking. So we got us a new song set up here, referring to drums, obviously, whatever. We'll hit our meter. We'll see I've got some drums recorded on 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So I let this use up quite a few tracks myself to get the point across here. So what you do is you get your drum tracks recorded. Get them recorded and they're good, so nothing's peeking out, so forth and so on. You can see them using the track area right here. Alright, now virtual tracking. What all these little boxes are right here is your tracks and your virtual tracks. And the reason why it says A is because we're on virtual track A of track 1, and which you can go all the way through H. You got eight tracks, or one main track and 7 virtual tracks, however you'd like to look at it. The reason why the corners are dog-eared or bent over on these boxes simply means that there is data on this track. The boxes that are just black means that there is no data or recording or MIDI functions or anything like that recorded onto this track area, and that's why you see those dog ears. The reason why these are not black is because we're not into the virtual track yet. So what you do is you get your drums recorded like I just showed. I had mine recorded on those channels there. Show you real quick again. Recorded on those channels. Okay, and now what you do is you set, I'm clicking my master until it turns red for record. Stop, rewind, gets me back to 0, and then I go ahead and press record so it's blinking, and then press play. Now what this is doing is it's recording your drum tracks onto your master track. Your master recording your drum track right now. Okay, so you got that done. Say the song's real short, just for the sake of a short video. So now, to get to your virtual tracks, all you have to do is on your Korg, up by where you turn it on, hit your track button, and you're already in. Usually it already comes up in your virtual tracks. As you can see, the corners are bent over, so that's where the information is. And if you want to go to your master track, which also has virtual tracks, very cool for different mixes, give clients 4 or 5 different mix down with different EQs, different compressions, etc. And you know, it's cool to do it for yourself and then have everybody in the band pick whichever one they like the best, blah blah blah. But anyway, even your master track has virtual tracks. So say you didn't have quite enough reverb on, or in your opinion you didn't have enough reverb on your final mix down for your drums. So you want to do it again. So what you do is you just scroll virtual A through H, scroll over to the next one. Now your master track left and right are no longer using the first one A, they're using the second one B. So when we go back to our meter, or track button actually, you'll see, like you did, that they are ready to go and record again with a different EQ setting or whatever. But in this instance I'm just going to show you how, since I'm in virtual track 2 and my master button is lit and no other lights are lit, if I press play, I get nothing because I am in virtual track B now on my master. So if I hit stop and light up, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 to record, okay, so now I've got my drum tracks lit up again. I've re-EQ'd, which would be a different video. I've got my master track set red to record again, to record the new EQ setting or reverb or whatever. And now we're going to do that. Press record on your Korg, it'll blink red, then press play. And, well, actually, I'm sorry, hit stop, hit rewind so you're at the beginning. Then press record so it's blinking, then press play. So now you're recording on master track 2. Virtual track 2. Okay, end the song, right? No problem. Now what you can do is I'm clicking my master track green, hitting stop, hot rewind, and checking it. Okay, it's there. Now if you'll notice, I'll hit stop. When I hit track and we're in master track, now the dog ears are bent over on B because it has information on it, and they're black and the rest are white. Pardon me. So now what you do is you scroll back over to virtual track 1 through 32, and you can actually select all and move them over, which is kind of cool. So now I have moved them from virtual track A to B. So when I go back to my meter, you'll notice it doesn't say A anymore, it says B. These are folded over but not blackened, which means there's data on them, but you're not going to be able to hear it. And you're ready to record on virtual track 2. One thing a lot of people ask me, can I record 8 tracks on track 1, 8 virtual tracks, and listen to them all at the same time? The answer is no. Per track, you can only listen to one virtual track at a time. You have to pick one. You can't listen to them all at the same time. It just doesn't work that way. So in short, that's virtual tracking. At any time you want to go back to your original track, which I highly recommend you save, you just simply hit track and you're in virtual track. If not, if you're in your master track or whatever, you can just scroll over with your tab page buttons, and you don't have to select all. You can just do it one at a time, or I've just got it in select all for the sake of the video time, and you can go back to your original tracks. Or if you want, you know, to bury like some kind of crazy snare thing or backward cymbal thing way down in there and come back to it and add it at the end of production, you can scroll all the way, you know, to virtual track H and throw it in there, and then when you're done you can come back into it and work with it. That's the beauty of the virtual tracking, for sure. I hope that brings some insight into it, and if you guys have any questions, as usual, please feel free to shoot me an email at tracks@tonejoint.com or through MySpace, or not MySpace, YouTube. All this crap's the same to me. I'm an older guy. So anyway, have fun with the virtual tracking. It's unbelievably limitless once you get into it, and will really save you some space. Have fun and have a great evening.